For us, it was, you know, for everybody, it was an amazing place to be. And then finding out in the city of New Orleans where we shot, a lot of people didn't even know that there were plantations in New Orleans, because that's sort of been kept from us because it is such a terrible place. I would tell people I'm going to the plantation. Where's that? I said, well, it's right here in your city. But when we went there, I actually took my 2 daughters there, you know, my 18-year-old who, you know, checked out all the history and everything like that, and my 4-year-old, my 4-year-old, she was just, you know, just playing around, just like, you know, I could imagine like little young slave children, just, you know, for them, that was just the way it was. But I think the day that was the most important, we talk about it all the time, was when Kerry had to receive those lashes, and Quentin does a great thing where he plays music in between scenes. And so that day we asked for a piece of religious music. Fred Hammond, if you get a chance to go check this piece of music out, and it's called No Weapons Formed Against Me Shall Prosper. And it was, no weapons formed against me shall prosper, it won't work. And while she was receiving those lashes, you saw a lady who had never been on a set before, who was an extra. Her hands went up like she was, you know, being touched by something. And she grabbed the child that she was with and was holding him and crying, and everybody was crying. And I watched him as he was filming, the big bad Tarantino, who's the tough guy. I saw water in his eyepiece, and we got up and we embraced each other. So when moments like that happen, that makes the project that you're working on really worthwhile. And I think now that people are getting a chance to see, especially Black Americans, which, you know, we all hope that they would really, really embrace it. And when they watch this movie, they're entertained, but when moments like that come up, they get a chance to really realize how far we've come. And I like to call it the evolution of freedom, where we started out as slaves, and now we have an African-American president and President Obama. So it was a lot of emotions going on.
Sie haben schon gesagt, es war ein Wunsch und ein Vergnügen, und es kann nicht viel besser werden als das. Also, und wenn mit dem, was Sie tun, schon irgendwie der Gipfel des Vergnügens erreicht ist, das dann noch mit jemandem zu machen, der ein wirklich wichtiger Freund geworden ist, ich meine, was will man dann noch mehr sagen? Die Faszination kommt nicht vom Genre, die Faszination kommt vom tatsächlichen Buch, das vor einem liegt. Das Genre ist eine Begleiterscheinung, und die Faszination des Buches, das vor mir lag, kam natürlich wieder von ihm. Also ich meine, es fängt alles bei ihm an und hört alles bei ihm auf.
Everything starts with you, everything ends with you. We're doing our best ourselves here, and Steve McQueen's throwing his hat in the ring to do it as well. Well, the reason why is because America is afraid of it. They don't want to deal with it, and frankly, it's been a situation that you know, its citizens don't want to really deal with it, white or black, and you know, and it actually must sound strange in Germany, because y'all have been forced to deal with your nation's shame again and again and again and again ad nauseum. And most countries are forced to deal with the sins of their past. America has, for the most, and oftentimes, other countries have made those countries deal with it. America has managed to ice skate over it as time went on. I mean, even in school, you know, you're taught about slavery. Maybe you're taught. I was taught about Harriet Tubman. I was taught about John Brown. I was actually taught a little bit in depth because I had a really terrific history teacher. But for the most part, in America, you're taught more about the American Gold Rush than you are taught about slavery. You're taught more about Cortez and the Aztecs than you're taught about slavery. Also, people like to see entertaining movies, and so just the idea of a slavery movie doesn't sound like that would be like something someone would like want to leave the house and go see. Thus, oftentimes it's been relegated to television. I think we cracked that, though.